Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. We are finishing up the month with a new environment. It is the Mouth of Hell from the game Ultra Kill, which not something I know anything about. From the deck, it looks to me like it's a Doom clone. I don't know, but it's that kind of game. There's demons and stuff. It's by Office B. It comes in a cool box, which tells us the Mouth of Hell is a human-built facility deep under the earth that's been rediscovered. The machines are moving, stepping into the fire is an unstoppable force to find more sweet sanguine fuel, no matter what kind of hellish creatures contain it. The Mouth of Hell contains many enemies, often easy to deal with, but if left unchecked, it can quickly spiral out of control, with the Guardians of Hell themselves eventually stepping in to crush the intruders. So yeah, this is Guys Goes to Hell week, so I figured that was a good combination there. Our villain is going to be the True Colors, coming back for a rematch, which I forgot Office B also made, so that's a fun coincidence. And our hero team is Starlight of Equestria, the Restless Lantern Jack, Completionist Guys, so the rest of the heroes don't matter, and the new variant for Dr. McNinja, it's Dr. McLuchador, his alter ego. Let's refresh ourselves on the True Colors. They interplay Criminal Conspiracy Underworld side up and question marks Unknown Powers side up. Search the villain deck for the color cards, they become the color deck. The top three cards of the color deck, so we start with blue, mint, and yellow. Whenever a card would interplay for the villain deck, prevent it and put the top card of the color deck into play. Whenever a color card to be destroyed while above 0 HP, they deal themselves 1 psychic damage instead. You can't use destruction on them, I guess. When a color card to be destroyed, put it under this card, and then if there are H+2 or more cards under this card, flip it and question marks. Question mark says whenever a non-villain card refers to the villain deck, it refers to the color deck instead, and whenever a color deck card to be discarded, shuffle it into the color deck instead. So there we go. Let's play ourselves another color. It's gray. Alright, so whenever a color target would be reduced to 0 if your HP while above 1 HP, restore them 1 HP. Okay. End of the villain turn, each villain target gains 2 HP. This card does here the most cards in play, X melee damage for X number of the cards in play, and then destroy one of their non-character cards. So that's 1 damage going to Starlight. Yellow says damage dealt by color targets is irreducible. This card deals each hero target 1 projectile damage. And gray deals the hero target the highest HP 5 melee damage. Good lord. Alright, let's begin with a red shift. Draw a card. She will play Nova Shield, and let's let somebody else play a card. Dr. McNinja will play the Inverse Ninja Law. If there are 3 or more non-hero targets in play, increase damage dealt by him by 1. And then with her power, we get no constellations, but she can deal up to 2 targets 1 radiant damage. Focus on blue and mint. Draw a card. Lantern Jack will start with Incorporeal Form. Power, he will haunt the guilty. 2 damage to blue. Reveal the top card of the villain deck, it's green. It's radiant damage dealt to this by 1. Whenever he deals himself damage, increased damage dealt by him by 1. Deals 2 infernal damage and 2 hero targets with highest HP 1 melee damage. Let's discard him, by which I mean shuffle him into the deck. Draw a card. Boy, Guys doesn't have a whole lot of cool stuff to do. Let's, yeah, I'm that guy. And tag Dr. McLuchador. And with his power, we're going to swap out Lantern Jack, because he doesn't have the cards right now, for his base power. And we'll just use 2, make that 3 psychic damage to blue. Draw a card. Dr. McNinja will no escape, deals 3 non-hero targets the lowest HP, 4 melee damage each. So the first one is blue, who's restored to 1, and then mint and yellow. His power is Extreme Methods. Dr. McNinja deals a target 2 melee damage. The target may regain 3 HP. We will make that 3 melee damage to blue. That's the first color down out of 6. Draw a card. And he's still got his +1. The Mouth of Hell greets us with Filth. If this is the first card played this turn, play the top card of the environment deck. Okay. Schism. The Filth is a lesser husk. This is a greater husk. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the 3 non-husk, non-demon targets with the highest HP 1 projectile damage. Whenever damage dealt to this card is increased, reduce it by 1, which is interesting. The Filth hits the hero target with the highest for 2 melee damage. That'll be Dr. McLuchador. And the Schism hits Guys and Dr. McLuchador and Starlight. Our next color is Crimson. Also a vampire, so he takes extra radiant damage. Take note, Starlight. Start of each hero turn, this card deals at hero 2 projectile damage. Well, that's not great. Alright, end of turn. Mint's hitting somebody for 2 melee damage. It'll be Guys, because we can destroy that. That's no problem. Everybody take 1 projectile damage. Lantern Jack heals 1 and gets a +1. Highest takes 5. That'll be Dr. McLuchador. Whew. And then Crimson hits Starlight for 2. Okay, she's going to play a Constellation on Mint, hit her for 1, and heal 1. And then with her power, let's return that. And she can do 2 targets, 2 radiant damage each. That takes out Mint, and she'll hit Crimson for 3. draw a card. Start a turn, Lantern Jack takes 2, heals 1, and gets a +1. I see no reason not to play Unbearable Brightness. Power 3, 5, 6 radiant damage to Crimson. Get wrecked. Hits himself for 1, draw a card. Guys takes no damage. He's going to retcon the Schism and draw a card off of that. And then let's swap Starlight for Area 51. And let's have Guys deal 2 targets 1 radiant damage each and take out Crimson and hurt Yellow, I guess. Honestly, I'd rather work on Gray. Draw a card. Halfway there, cool. Dr. McNinja will play a Ninja Hook. Reduce damage dealt to him by environment cards by 1. Whenever a hero target be dealt damage by an environment card, you may destroy the environment card and destroy this card. And with his power, we'll hit Gray for 3 melee damage, not heal him any, draw a card. The Mouth of Hell opens up and out pops a Stray, another Lesser Husk. At the start of the environment turn, this card deals a non-husk target with the second highest HP 2 infernal damage. If no damage is dealt this way, this card deals a non-husk target with the second highest HP 1 irreducible infernal damage. Very tenacious little butthole. The filth deals no damage. And actually, I realize Unbearable Brightness didn't stop the start of turn damage against Guys because, thanks to Yellow, it was irreducible. Our next color is green. Well, everybody take 1 irreducible projectile damage. Lantern Jack heals 1 and gets +1. Gray hits the highest for 5. That'll be Starlight. And then green hits himself for 2. And the 2 highest for 2 each. That is Guys and Dr. McNinja. Starlight will Ancient Constellation onto Gray. Hit him for 1 and heal 1. And then with her power, discard a card and get a Pillars of Creation. She might actually be the one I want to switch the most often. Draw a card. Unbearable Brightness. Lantern Jack heals 2, and that goes away. Sinsleyed Bear. I think I'll just use his base power, though, because it'll be 4 radiant damage to Gray, 1 damage to himself, which turns into a +1. Draw a card. Guys is going to gimmicky character a couple of times. That means we just shuffle the color deck. Target. He heals 2, and he'll say cheese, hit Gray for 1, and play Gritty Reboot off of that. And power, we need to switch Dr. McNinja now. I'm going to switch him for the original, and we'll go ahead and, you know what? Guys will hit himself for 2, so he can draw a card, and then he will heal himself for 3 and draw a card. There we go. That's thinking with your head, and not your butt. Dr. McNinja is going to control the narrative, move a non-character villain card and play to the bottom of its deck. If you do reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck, discard 1 and put the other into place. So we're going to get rid of green, because he's kind of got a lot of HP. And our choices are red and peach. Peach is annoying as hell, so she gets shuffled into the villain deck. And then with his power, you can deal a target 2 melee damage, and a target gains a hit point. Let's take out Gray. That's 4 out of 6. Destroy that constellation. Heal himself. Draw a card. Alright, Stray hits the second highest for 2. That's Dr. McNinja, who takes 1. 1 Machine Army. Play this card in hero play area. Targets in this play area cannot deal damage to villain targets. Interesting. Whenever a target is destroyed, all targets in this play area regain a hit point. Start the environment turn, either destroy this card, or the player in this play area plays an ongoing or equipment card. And the environment turn, play the top card of the environment deck. Interesting. That's got a lot of benefits. Who do I not care about not being able to deal damage to villain targets? Let's put that next to Dr. McNinja, and he gets HPs whenever targets are destroyed. The Husk hits the highest for 2, that is Guys, who draws a card. Alright, our next color is purple. Thank God it wasn't green. Okay, everybody take 1. Guys draws a card. Lantern Jack gets a +1. Whenever a hero discards a card, this card deals a hero and projectile damage. In the villain turn, 2 heroes discard a card. Starlight can, and Guys absolutely will, because then he can draw another card. And purple deals hero target lowest HP, 1, 1, and 1. Let's have that be Dr. McNinja. He's going to be healing a bit more. Alright, Constellation card from your hand of trash into play. Let's throw that onto Yellow. Hit him for 1, she heals 1. And then, let's play Celestial Aura. I'm going to use her power to get the other copy of Pillars of Creation out, shuffle, and draw a card. Oh, and also she takes a damage because she discarded a card. Lantern Jack sees that Dr. McNinja can heal when targets are destroyed and says, that's a good idea. Truth comes to light. With his power, he will drop Yellow. Goes under that card. Constellation is destroyed. Lantern Jack heals 1. Dr. McNinja heals 1. Lantern Jack hits himself for 1. Heals 1. Gets a +1 and draws a card. Greedy Reboot goes away, but that was pretty good. Let's do Total Beefcake. And with his power, let's swap out Starlight for somebody else. Let's go with Starlight Genesis. And he will do 2 psychic damage to red. Draw a card. Alright, Dr. McNinja cannot deal damage to villain targets. Or we can just say, forget that. Specialized Care. 1 hero regains 4 HP. May destroy a non-hero card in the hero's play area. Get rid of 1 Machine Army. And then with his power, actually he's going to, regardless, take out this Stray. Lantern Jack heals one. And we will heal Starlight, draw a card. The Mouth of Hell brings us more Filth, which plays a Cerberus, which is a lesser demon. When this card would enter play, first put the top card of the environment deck into play. If Cerberus wasn't played this way, shuffle this card into the environment deck. Believe it or not, it was in fact a Cerberus, which does that again and gets us the Meat Grinder. Increase all damage dealt to and by husks and demon targets by 1. The husk or demon target is destroyed by a hero card, put the top card of the environment deck, and the owner of that card may draw a card. Then you may destroy this card. And then the second Cerberus shuffles itself into the deck. This card is indestructible while above 5 HP. Start the environment turn. This card deals a hero target with the highest HP, 2 melee, 1 infernal, and 1 projectile damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Alright, Filth hits the highest for 2. We'll say that is Guys, who spews it onto the other Filth. Was that destroyed by a hero card? I don't think so. That was destroyed by an environment card. So the Meat Grinder does not go off. And that's it for the environment. Okay, we need to kill one more color, but we get orange. Okay, good. As long as it's not peach or green. Color targets are immune to damage dealt by environment cards, and the villain from the top card of the environment deck. Well, let's just focus on red. 2 players discard cards. That'll be Guys, who takes the projectile damage, which gets redirected to the Filth. Wasn't destroyed by a hero card, nothing happens. Who else can discard? I guess Lantern Jack? He takes 1, heals 1, and gets a +1. Purple goes after Starlight, unfortunately, for 3. Play top card of the environment deck. Double down when this card enters play, search the environment deck and transfer Swords Machine and put it into play, then shuffle the environment deck. I just knew whatever it was going to play another card. When Swords Machine would be destroyed, instead restore it to 10 HP, then destroy this card. Redirect damage dealt by Swords Machine to the hero target with the lowest HP. Oh dear. So Swords Machine comes out when it's a greater machine. Whenever this card destroys a target, it deals a target with the lowest HP other than itself 3 melee damage. End of the environment turn, if this card was dealt melee damage since the end of the last environment turn, it deals a target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. Otherwise, it deals a target with the lowest HP other than itself 3 melee damage. Okay. Wow, we need to get rid of that. But that was the villain turn. Alright, start a turn. We can play some constellations. Let's drop one on red. Any more in the trash? No, but she does have one in her hand. She'll play that on herself, so she can heal too. And then I think we're going to Event Horizon and destroy both of those, and we will destroy Double Down and Swords Machine in that order. With her power, she'll hit red for 1 and draw 2 cards. Okay, Unbearable Brightness again, because... Oh, also, Lantern Jack should have healed. Their damage is no longer irreducible. Power, 5 radiant damage to red, 1 to himself. He heals 1, he gets 1, draw a card. Total Beefcake goes away. Where did I leave that? We are getting rid of those for best card ever. With this power, we'll switch Dr. McNinja to Desperate Partner, and we'll go ahead and use that power to take out red. And now stuff happens. We're going to heal Starlight just so I don't forget. Alright, flip this card and question mark. Robert Malum. Search the villain deck and transfer Bizarre Field, put it into play, then shuffle the villain deck. Whenever a color card to be destroyed, put under this card. End of the villain turn, put the top card of the color deck under this card. The card is moved this way, he regains 5 HP, otherwise play the top card of the villain deck. Okay, so this card is indestructible while it has fewer than H tokens on it. Reduce damage dealt to Robert Malum by 1. End of each hero turn, they may discard 2 cards or destroy one of their cards. If they do, add a token to this card. Okay. We do not have a lot of cards for destroying, or discarding rather. Right, so we heal Starlight, draw a card. He can discard 2 cards. I don't really want to, but I think he's gonna for a first token. So that means that purple and orange are still in play. That's a problem. Dr. McNinja will Nightshade Strike. Deals a target 3 melee damage. At the start of your next turn, reduce damage by that target by 2. Let's hit purple with that for 4. That takes him out of the fight for a bit. Oh, right. I'm going to win. First time each turn, Robert Malum, I'm going to win or dealt damage. Put a token on this card. Increase damage dealt by Robert Malum by X or X number of tokens on this card. End of the villain turn, remove all tokens from this card. Right. So you don't want to hurt him unless you really mean it. Power, Twin Fist of Fury. He deals a target 2 melee damage, and another hero deals a different target 1 melee damage. He'll hit purple. Lantern Jack will hit Cerberus for 3. Draw a card. Okay, start of the environment turn. Hero target with the highest HP. 3, 2, and 2. Oh, which is all blocked by Unbearable Brightness, which means I actually didn't have to do that thing with purple. Oh well. Whoops. And plays another Stray, which also exits the start of the environment turn, so that's it. Alright, Robert Malum plays All of My Friends. Targets in this play area are considered stand users. Reduce damage dealt by targets in this play area by 1. End of the villain turn with this card to the play area of the hero target with the highest HP. End of turn. Top card of the color deck goes under him. He doesn't heal anything, and he doesn't play another card. That removes all its tokens. He deals no damage. Play top card of the environment deck. It's a Schism. And then the hero with the highest HP is going to be Lantern Jack, because he don't care too much. Alright, start a turn. Let's get some constellations out there. Throw one on Cerberus and one on purple. And then let's throw one on orange. Power, she will do 2 damage to Cerberus and draw 2 cards. Start a turn, Unbearable Brightness goes away. Actually, you know what? At the end of her turn, she will destroy one of her cards for a token on Bizarre Field. Okay, she's going to carry us through that, I think. Both of those cards deal 1 radiant damage. Okay, you know what? We're going to skip Lantern Jack's play phase. He's going to use Sinslade Bear. Will have Cerberus hit itself for 5. I like that idea. Draw a card. Guys will play the best card ever. Draw 2 cards. Guys regains a hit point. He deals a target 2 melee damage. How about 3 to Cerberus? That is destroyed. The Meat Grinder plays the top card of the environment deck, which is a Filth, which was not the first card played this turn. Guys played a card. And then guys can draw a card and we can destroy this card, which we will. I will woo and play Look What I Found. Whack purple for 3. I think we're going to be switching Dr. McNinjas for the rest of this fight. Switch to McLuchador, and we can Twin Fists of Fury. Guys will take out this Stray, and Dr. McNinja will take out purple. Draw a card. He will discard 2 cards for a token. Dr. McNinja will Surprising Fisticuffs, deals a target 4 melee damage. If that target entered play since your last turn, increase the damage by 2. Orange did not, but I think 5 damage on him is super worth it. And then with his power, 3 melee damage, almost took him out. Draw a card. The Mouth of Hell plays a Cerberus, which plays into the fire. When this card enters play, a player may play an equipment card or draw 2 cards. Lantern Jack is going to draw 2 cards. At the end of the environment turn, search the environment trash for all filth cards and put them into play. Oh, that's unfortunate because they're all there. Whenever a filth is destroyed, put a token on this card, and then if there are H or more tokens on this card, destroy this card. Cerberus is shuffled back into the environment deck. Alright, Schism hits the 3 highest for 1 projectile damage each. That's Robert, who soaks it, Starlight, and Lantern Jack, who heals 1 and gets +1. The Filth will hit guys, and then we get all the rest of them out of the trash. There are a total of 3. Filth 2 hits Lantern Jack, Filth 3 hits Starlight. And now we're all at the same HP, which is interesting. Robert plays Obsidian Skin, reduce damage dealt to Robert Malum by 1. You don't say. Also, I forgot this was even here. When he would be dealt 5 or more damage from a single source, prevent it and destroy this card. Okay. End of turn. That's the last color card. So that is our final round of no extra villain card plays. Play top card of the environment deck, which is Cerberus, which shuffles the trash and plays a Stray, and shuffles itself back in. All my friends can stay right where it's at. Alright, start of turn, let's do some constellations. How about on the husks? 1 there, 1 there. They both immediately go to the trash, but that's 2 tokens on this card. We'll play your games. She's going to exit us. Grab a constellation, throw that on the last husk, why not? Which she should be healing for each of those. 1 more husk and we win a prize. And then with her play, she will play Wish. Let's reveal the top 4 cards of Dr. McNinja's deck. There's only one of those that's useful. So he will Obsessive Search. Draw 3 cards. You may discard a card. If you do, reveal the top card of each deck and discard or replace each card. The rest of those go on the bottom of his deck. With her power, she will take out Orange. Lantern Jack heals 1. Oh, he also should have healed 1 for each of those husks. And she draws 2 cards. Lantern Jack will Blinding Lights. He can only deal 1 target 1 damage. Let's hit the Stray, I guess. But then he draws 2 cards and heals 2, which is why I played it. Power will have all of my friends deal itself 3 psychic damage. Draw a card. End of his turn, you will discard 2 cards. And now we can destroy this if we have Ongoing Destruction, which, oh look, we do. Retcon, that goes under Robert Malum. We can maybe start hitting him now. He's going to draw a card off of that. We're going to swap Starlight to her base 1. And he will do a damage to Robert Malum, I guess. Oh no, let's do 2 damage to all my friends. Draw a card. There we go. Dr. McNinja will Banish Evil. He does in fact have +1 damage still. He deals a target 4 melee damage. He deals himself 2 psychic damage. A villain target, 4 melee damage. 5, reduced to 4 against Robert Malum. That's a token. And I can destroy a non-hero card in a hero play area or an ongoing card. We will get rid of Obsidian Skin. And now he's free and clear to be hit. And that's just the first time each turn, so I can hit him again. There are still 3 targets in play. Do 3 melee damage to Robert Malum and draw a card. The Stray hits the second highest for 2. That's Lantern Jack, who heals 1 and gets +1. Alright, Mouth of Hell plays a Cerberus, who plays a Stray and gets shuffled back into the deck. Schism hits the 3 highest. Oh no, that includes Robert Malum, who gets a token. And Lantern Jack and Starlight. Into the Fire brings back all the filth. Filth is going after Lantern Jack and Starlight. all those hit points. Everybody's back down to exactly 14 again. That's hilarious. Alright, Robert Malum is playing 2 cards now. Stand Rush, oh yeah, deals the hero target the highest HP 1 melee damage, and then repeats top text 2 times. So that's 3 the first time. Oh no, it's 3 every time. He will hit Lantern Jack for 3, he regains a hit point and gets a +1. 3 to Guys, 3 to Starlight. End of turn, no card is moved, so he plays another Stand Rush. Oh my god. 3 to Dr. McNinja, 3 to Lantern Jack, and 3 to Starlight. All my friends moves next to Guys, and clear the tokens. That's pretty rough. Start of turn. Let us play some cards. First, we're going to play one on Robert Malum. That's a token, but she heals 1. And then the second one we will use to take out a Filth. Lantern Jack heals 1, she heals 1. That's the 4th card. Into the Fire goes away. Oh, it's top 5 cards of deck, not 4. Time to start constellating heroes. She'll put 1 on herself and heal 2. And then we'll use her base power, put a constellation on Lantern Jack. They both heal 1. Draw a card. It's Unsettling Condition time because I need his other ongoing. Ethereal Opponent. He heals 3. Power, he can deal tons of damage. How about 6 radiant damage to Robert Malum for a token. And 1 to himself, and draw a card. Oh, and he heals 2 and gets a +1 because he hadn't taken any damage yet. Guys will Greedy Reboot. We'll swap Starlight because he can use her base power to just draw a card, and draw a card. Dr. McLuchador. Oh hey, let's banish evil again. Deal a villain target 5 melee damage. How about Robert Malum? He's going to be dealing lots of damage, but I can destroy a non-hero card in a hero play area. How about all of my friends? Also, he hits himself for 3. With his power, he will take out one of the strays, draw a card. Speaking of, the other stray hits the second highest for 2. That is Lantern Jack, who heals 2 and gets a +1. Cerberus tries to come out again. That plays Double Down, which brings back Swords Machine, so we actually get to see it in action. Schism hits the 3 highest. Darn it, that's Robert, who gets a token. Lantern Jack and Starlight. Husk hits the highest for 2, that's Lantern Jack. Husk hits the highest for 2, that's Starlight. Redirect damage dealt by Swords Machine to the hero target lowest HP. This card was not dealt melee damage since the end of the last environment turn, so it deals the target with highest HP 2 projectile damage. That goes to Dr. McNinja, who takes 1. Robert Malum plays Execution, deals the hero with the lowest HP 2 melee damage. Target is reduced to 4 or fewer HP this way, destroy it. Well, that's 6 to Dr. McNinja, who is killed. Wow. And then he plays another card for some reason. Spiritual Feeding. This card is played at the start of the villain turn. Robert Malum deals the hero with the highest HP 1 infernal damage. That's 5. That is Lantern Jack, who heals 2 and gets a +1. And then reduce the next damage dealt by that hero by X, and Malum regains X HP, where X is the amount of damage dealt this way +1. Oh shit. So he gets a -6 to his next damage, and he heals 6. Jeez. That's it. Clear the tokens. Okay, start of turn. What do we got for constellations? Yes and also yes. We're going to drop 2 husks with those. She heals 2, Lantern Jack heals 2. Then we're going to redshift. You guys play cards. Look what I found. 3 damage to Robert Malum, he gets a token. +1 to Guys' next hit. Lantern Jack will Searing Truth. He hits the stray for nothing. And Robert Malum for 2 for not a token. He hits himself for 2, which means he heals 2, he gets a +1, and then he heals 3. She should have drawn a card. Power. Radiance. She's going to deal each hero target 1 energy damage, which means she heals herself, heals Lantern Jack for 2, hits Guys for 1, he draws a card, and she can search her deck for up to 2 constellation cards. Do I have any left? I have 1. We throw it on Guys, which means he heals 1 and she heals 1. Draw a card. That worked out. Lantern Jack will play Reveal of Iniquities and use it to get rid of Spiritual Feeding because, oh my god, draw a card. Oh, also his HP is above his maximum, so he hits himself for 3 radiant damage, heals 2, and gets a +1. Greedy Reboot goes away. Guys is going to retcon Double Down, and off of that I think I will play Look What I Found. 4 damage to Robert Malum and another token. With his power, swap Lantern Jack for Chilling Tales, and use his power for 4 radiant damage on Robert Malum, and not a token, 1 damage to himself, draw a card. Alright, Dr. McLuchador has 1 target gains 2 HP. The hero may use a power, destroy a non-target environment card. Oh, well. We would like Guys to regain 2 HP. That might be very important. Start of turn, the stray hits the second highest for 2. That is Lantern Jack, who heals 2 and gets a +1. Cerberus tries to come out again and plays the Meat Grinder. Husk gets the 3 highest for 2. Robert Malum, token. Lantern Jack and Starlight. And Swords Machine was not dealt melee damage, so it hits the target with the highest for 2. 3. That's Robert Malum for not a token. Hooray. Okay, he's going to wreck the hell out of us. Futile attempts. Each hero discards any number of cards. If fewer than 6 cards are discarded this way, he deals each hero target 2 melee damage. Oh no. Otherwise, he deals the hero that discarded the fewest cards 2 melee damage. Okay, everybody discard 2. So that'll be 5 to Lantern Jack, we'll say. He heals 2 and gets a +1. And if turn he plays a card, it's the same fucking card. Are you kidding me? So either we empty our hands, or everybody takes 5. Everybody take 5 melee damage. That's rough, buddy. On the upside, we clear the tokens, and he's down to 17 hit points. Okay, Constellation time. You can drop that Stray, she'll heal, and Lantern Jack heals. 2. And then she can hit Swords Machine. Let's see, hang on. And she can draw a card and we play the top card of the environment deck. It's Cerberus, who plays a Schism. We will destroy that card. Let's say I was smart and played the one on the Swords Machine first. We're going to wish on Lantern Jack. He will Vengeful Apparition, hit himself for 1, heal 2, get a +1, and get a +3. That seems reasonable. Power, she will hit Robert Mellum for a Radiant damage, or a token, and draw 2 cards. Okay, Lantern Jack. A target has more than 10 HP. He will do 12 Radiant damage. I think that's a reasonable amount of damage. He heals 3, and that was a token. With his power, Sin's Laid Bare, Robert Mellon can deal himself, 5 psychic damage. I should have been doing that the entire time, because of the +2 tokens. And we win! Actually won this time, hooray. I believe we saw the entirety of the Mouth of Hell's deck. No, we did not. We in fact missed the Malicious Face. Lesser Demon. Reduced fire damage dealt to this card by 1. Whenever this card deals infernal damage, add a token to this card. At the start of the environment turn, if there's a token on this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 5 fire damage. Then remove all tokens from this card. Otherwise, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 infernal damage. And that's it. This is a very fun, challenging, and active, but fair deck. I honestly like jumping through the little hoops of the minigames that it gives you to deal with stuff. And there are some combinations of cards that are awful, but enemies, by and large, are not that bad. You can find Mouth of Hell and True Colors on the Pit's Vault. You can find Starlight of Equestria on the Rough Riders expansion. You can find the Restless Lantern Jack on Walker's Workbench. And you can find Dr. McNinja on Adelpha Phage's archives. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks everybody who came to chat. It was good to see you. Tabletop Simulator, the previous Sentinels called DLC, the Pit's Vault, Rough Riders expansion, Walker's Workbench, and Adelpha Phage's archives, not less great. Please support the official release and flip.